Stationed along the coast, closely monitoring the storm.
Good Day's Will Nunley kicks off our team coverage from Myrtle Beach. Will, good morning.
Good morning to you, Ron. Yeah, these are the critical few hours before we really start seeing the serious effects of this hurricane here in Myrtle Beach. The South Carolina emergency manager is really echoing what Joanne has been saying this morning, and that is don't get too caught up in this Category 2 or Category 3 change, because this is going to be a tremendous amount of water coming very quickly. They are this morning gathering here at the convention center just a few blocks away. That's going to be their base of operations. Meanwhile, the beach behind me is clear of all the lifeguard stands, all the chairs, all those final preparations taking place yesterday to get all the projectiles and things that can float away out of harm's way. Meanwhile, up the coast, they are preparing for a direct hit, and that's where we find Fox's Lauren Blanchard this morning.
Hey, Will, that is a great point about this, the amount of rain that is coming through. So we here in Wilmington, North Carolina, we are expecting somewhere between 20 to 30 inches of rain in isolated areas, 40 inches of rain. So the big concern is going to be not only those flooding, but these storm surges that are going to come in here. They're going to affect a lot of these homes, businesses, especially in the low-lying areas. And the thing is this storm is not just isolated to just the Carolinas. From Georgia to the Carolinas to Maryland, D.C., and even Virginia, all of those areas under a state of emergency. Listen to what the Virginia Governor Ralph Northam had to say.
These areas, especially the low-lying areas in Zone A, are still at risk for tidal surge, downed trees, loss of electricity.
And the thing we're being warned of is because this storm, as it comes in, it may stall when it gets close to the coastline, either right next to it, in front of it, or once it actually does hit the land. And if it stalls there, it is going to just dump a ton of water, much like what we saw happen for Hurricane Harvey. That's where a lot of these loss of life happen. A lot of that damage happens is when that water comes in. So folks really need to take this serious, because this may not be just a couple of hours of intense weather. Well, this could be days.
All right, thank you, Lauren. Meanwhile, it is a ghost town here along Ocean Boulevard in Myrtle Beach this morning. This mandatory evacuation well in effect, curfews in effect as well. And for now, residents that have fled this area are just watching and waiting, and we'll be here to bring you the very latest in these changing conditions. Back to you, Joanne and Ron.
All right, Will, thank you for that update. I'm in the Fox 5 Storm Center with Joanne, and Lauren and Will make a really